two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you gotta think this will be a little contentious. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Tar Heels will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He smashes his way through again. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. So Duke's offense takes the field. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the offense inches it a little closer with the help of the half the distance to the goal penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. With these last 2 plays, they've just taken this drive and thrown it right into the fire. Can they snatch it out on 3rd and goal? And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. The Tar Heels offense will get the ball for the first time. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if you could be consistent, though. And David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it...
Gashing the knee on the right. He's finally run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain.
The crowd already makes such a big impact in all college football games. This is the way you ignite them. You want to get them excited? QB breaking off a huge run? Yes, please. The crowd will be going bananas.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to go up top on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. And the Blue Devils will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line. And the Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's done. Scrambling away. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls in.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. There he goes. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given
touchdown, North Carolina! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. so much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And they're able to get him on the ground. The Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. To throw, it's done. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Gonna let it fly. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Man, what an opening quarter for this offense. They've got it again, 1st and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tar Heel. Quick strike through the air for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Florida State was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in Tallahassee over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points.
Pocket breaking down.
This game may or may... Back to college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Going to try to get it himself. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another 1st down. Looking downfield, it's done. Unloads it downfield. Makes the catch on the left. Touchdown, UNC! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got a man, it's Sampson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Catch in the middle, it's Benedict. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Using the quick game. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. And the Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. No chance for a return. He makes a fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Oh, they're after him. He's got it inside the 30. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
And the Tar Heels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Carolina!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They'll go to the ground. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run the sneak for it. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, Dave. He's going for a big play downfield. Snags it inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also...
Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Sampson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Blue Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Blue Devils will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to throw. It's done. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games.
Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down.
And I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Corrals it at the 45. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
And the Blue Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a wide open receiver. Turning on the Jets. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Complete to the left. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
From the gun on third down. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. Blocked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's done. Moves away as he feels pressure. Finds a crease at the 20. Got the first himself. They got him out of bounds and maybe save a score. He gets it to the 49-yard line. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. At the 40, there he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Plows through the defense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The run from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Blue Devils send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this range as concentrate on one thing, making the catch. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll go right back to him. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Oh, he's got some space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And on first down, they sent the field goal team out, I guess hoping to cause confusion and delay and some type of befuddlement. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Calls his own number.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He wants to take the top off. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Blue Devils decide to punt it away. And the returner will be brought down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
On third down, you're thinking it might be pass, so the offense goes draw play, trying to fool you, but it didn't work. Defense wasn't tricked. They're able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
From the gun, the running back has it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
The Tar Heels are on the move. The give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. And the Tar Heels line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. This quarterback part of their running game. Got to protect the merchandise, gets down without taking a hit.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. And the Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play action fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen
lofts one high and deep. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Picks up the first down. At the 20, he's got space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And this is a weird move. They're sending out the field goal unit here. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Dances away. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. So now it's 2nd and long. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He wants a big play here late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. They boot it away. And this one will be touched and downed at the 25.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team. And you could tell they caught up with them to force the fumble.
The Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the first down. Looking for more. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Now facing a 4th and long. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.